Hey everyone, Kirby fan here. Let's not waste any time today. Many of you know that one of my favorite games of all time is Kirby's Adventure. It's such a wonderful experience, on top of being a barely functioning one. If you know where to look, you can find dozens of glitches and bugs in this game that, for the most part, only add to its charm. Did you know that there are at least 2 different glitches that allow you to take UFO to any level? Now, you know. Area 51 or something. Even for speedrunning, there are different categories based on what kinds of glitches that you're allowed to use. The game is just that crazy. Despite the lovely, wonderful mess that this game is, it isn't every day that new glitches are discovered. I mean, the game is almost 30 years old, what would you expect? But here we are, late 2022, the currently named collision pause glitch has been discovered and is causing quite the hubbub in the speedrunning scene. A lot of footage you'll be seeing of the glitch in this video will be from runners in the speedrunning Discord, which I will link to below. How kind of me. To show your gratitude for my kindness, boy, good grief. Give the video a like and ring the notification bell after subscribing, as those things really help me out, especially as we head into August, where I'll be uploading Kirby videos every single day of the month. And let me know what you think of this glitch in the comments below. I genuinely want to know, because trust me, it is insane. Discovered by Adam Ferrari, what exactly is this glitch that got people making such a fuss? To quote from the ever-wonderful Swordsman Kirby, one needs to pause the game on the frame an enemy or object appears from the edge of the screen. This causes the enemy or object to move normally, even though everything else has stopped. If Kirby takes damage from the enemy or object, then the player will have control over Kirby while the game is paused. Basically, the frame an enemy pops up on screen. If you pause, the enemy will still move. If you get Kirby hit, he can move around while the game is paused still. So why is this such a big deal? Don't get me wrong, it's a total blast seeing Kirby run around the pause screen and glitching, I guess. But it seems good more for a laugh and not much else, right? Well, oh jeez, how do I even describe this? Okay, when the game is paused, it's paused, what a shock. But what does that mean? Basically, everything stops moving, but the enemies and Kirby and such don't disappear. You don't see them, but they're there, unable to move, waiting in agonizing silence, as they can do nothing but wait for what feels like an eternity to be able to move freely once again. That said, when the game is paused, there's also an added side effect of walls being different, and this is where things get kind of tricky to describe. Basically, imagine every single room of Kirby's Adventure is divided into squares, or rectangles. I don't know, this is hard enough to describe as it is. Please don't make this any harder on me. And when the game is paused, it obviously pauses it on whatever squectangle that you're in. If you activate the glitch and enter a different square, the collision for walls and such stick to the original square where you paused the game. This allows you to skip entire rooms, not unlike the recently discovered Wing Zip in Return to Dreamland. I just really want to talk about Wing Zip for a second. It's really cool, okay? But even that doesn't fully explain it, because that only applies for rooms that have one square vertically, aka the normal-sized rooms. If you're in a room that allows you to go really far up or down, then the collision is that of one below where you currently are. I think, if you don't understand it, I don't fully either, trust me. But the long and short of everything that I've just said is, if the enemy hits Kirby when the game is paused, you can make funny things happen. Like this wrong warp in Vegetable Valley. I love dying underground in the first room of game. I love dying underground in the first room of the game. It's my favorite pastime. What's crazy to me is that I feel like you can even goof around with this on a casual level. Once you're actually in the pause screen, it's pretty hard to navigate and such, but isn't seeing all of this weird stuff being jarbled on a screen whose sole purpose is to not allow things to move and thus be jarbled good enough? For speedrunning though, this has already had a massive impact on essentially every category. Skipping entire rooms is a big deal. The setup required does make it slower than doing it the normal way in many cases, but the footage playing in the background right now shows over a 20-second time save over what's currently optimal. For a game this old, that's almost unparalleled. The glitch is so crazy, in fact, that the community right now is voting on whether or not this counts as a major glitch. Like I said, there are different categories based on what kind of glitches that you can use in a speedrun. There's no major glitches, or NMG, there's no stone credits warp, which that can be its own video, quite frankly, and anything goes, no holds barred, any percent. Seeing as how this isn't a credits warp, for now, this is fine for most any percents, but its status as a major or minor glitch is currently up for voting in the community. I personally mostly run any percent UFO, where this glitch is allowed and saves a pretty nutty amount of time, so I am happy, but this does seem a little too insane for no major glitches. But that's just what I think. And with that, that'll do it for the video. Thanks for watching, and remember to tell me what you thought of the glitch in the comments. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. If you want to try this glitch out, go for it. From what I can tell, it works on all versions of Kirby's Adventure. I can't vouch for the 3D Classics version, but every other version should be fair game regardless of language. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!